hi there. Let's see some words people understand in the Netherlands, but they don't understand it in Belgium. And afterwards, we're going to see some words that are understood in Belgium, but not in the Netherlands. And then we're going to see some words. We're going to learn some differently in Belgium and in the Netherlands. So let's start with a few words that are typically Dutch. Number one, nou. Nou, it's a word you use in between sentences and it doesn't mean much. It's something like well, and in Belgium we would use alternatives like wel. But if you use it now, then a Belgian will know, that's someone from the Netherlands. Typically Dutch. Another word is hartstikke. It means very. Hartstikke, in Dutch you would use zeer. In Dutch from Belgium we would use zeer or heel, but zeer and heel you can also use in the Netherlands. But hartstikke is typically Dutch. Another one is pinnen. And you see the word PIN there, PIN code. That's the code you use with your bank card. These days you can pay without putting the PIN code in, but when you use your PIN code, you use pinnen. And that's typically Dutch. In Belgium, we would be like, would simply use betalen to pay instead of pinnen, using your PIN code. When people from the Netherlands say goodbye, they say typically doei or doeg. And for us Belgians, it's like, okay, yeah, they're from the Netherlands. We just say dag. Or other alternatives like tot ziens, they can also understand in the Netherlands. Another word that is often used in the Netherlands is gezellig. We also use it in Belgium as in cozy, but the Netherlands use it, in the Netherlands it's used more often. All right, let's see some words, Belgian words, that are misunderstood or not understood in the Netherlands. So, goesting. What does goesting mean? It means to feel like. Ik heb goesting in bier. I feel like having a beer. And in the Netherlands they would use zin. Zin we also understand in Belgium, but goesting is typically Belgian. Another one is kuisen. Kuisen means to clean. You can also use schoonmaken, but kuisen is typically Belgian. And een pintje, when you're having a beer from... Alain, laat u het vraag prolonger. When you're having a beer from the tap, that's een pintje in Belgium. In the Netherlands, you would ask for een biertje. So, that's een pintje. And een pinker, that is in the Netherlands, een knipperlicht. That's when you're driving with your car and you have to go to the right and you indicate your indicator that you're going to the right. That's een pinker in Belgium, and that is not understood in the Netherlands. There it is een knipperlicht. Good. Some other words that are used differently in Belgium and the Netherlands are lopen. Lopen in Belgium means to run. But in the Netherlands, it can also mean to walk. So when I say ik loop naar de stad, I run to the city. In the Netherlands, ik loop naar de stad can either be running or walking. We Belgians use wandelen instead. Good. Another point of confusion is de voormiddag and de namiddag and de middag. In Dutch from the Netherlands, you would use middag for the afternoon and de ochtend or the morgen for the morning. But in Belgium, we have de voormiddag, de middag and the namiddag. So the voormiddag, that's the period that is before 12 o'clock. It's not early morning, but it's, before 12 o'clock. The middag, that's usually around 12 o'clock, and the namiddag, that's the afternoon. And when you're saying good afternoon, goedenamiddag, in the Netherlands, they would be like, what's a namiddag? And then, of course, they will realize, oh yeah, it's a Belgian, so yeah, some words are a bit different, but they wouldn't use that. That's goedemiddag. All right. Another word that is a little bit different is een bonnetje. Een bonnetje in Belgium is a coupon. Like you get a folder and then you cut out a coupon for a store. In the Netherlands, een bonnetje, it means the bill. And in Belgium, it is een rekening. Een factuur, if it's like a big bill, you would een rekening or een ticketje. Een rekening, ticketje, factuur. But in the Netherlands, you would use een bonnetje. Well, yeah. And one other big difference, before to end this video, in the Netherlands they use je quicker than u. Dutch people are known to be a little bit more direct than Belgians, so they're going to go to informal speech quicker than the Belgians. Alright, if you're interested in other words coming from French or French having an influence on Flemish, feel free to click the link there. It's also something Dutch people are like, I don't really understand what you actually meant. So it gives a little bit of confusion to Dutch people. And if you're interested in that, click the link above. See you there.